Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in today's episode, I want to discuss some of the main things you should avoid doing, and the one main thing you should do to potentially avoid having a stroke. And I've noticed of late, not just among my patients, but just from individuals throughout, whether it's friends, colleagues, associates, whatever you want to call them, and even in my recent travels globally, I've noticed that more and more people are becoming concerned with their heart, as well as the potential of having a stroke. Now, for whatever reason that is, I'm not too sure, because not everyone that I spoke to would give me a reason as to why they were worried. Some did. But there are certain things that we can do on a regular basis to avoid having a stroke. Okay, and one of you see in certain countries, especially in the United States, strokes are among the leading causes of death, as well as a major cause of disability. And this is a scary but true reality. And understand something, it's also seen or viewed as a silent killer. And there are some habits in which we partake in or undergo on a regular basis that we don't even realize it's a risk factor that increases our chances of having a stroke. But one of the surefire ways to potentially avoid having a stroke is to make acupuncture a part of your life. That's like number one. That's the main way. Make acupuncture a part of your life. And it's not just as a result of acupuncture treatment, but just even some of the things an acupuncturist can detect from your intake, from assessing you at the beginning of every treatment. It's not just about a tongue and pulse diagnosis, but it's much more than that. Whereas you can receive advice from an acupuncturist with regard to certain lifestyle changes that need to be made, and how we came or reached that point based on diagnosing. Because seeing an acupuncturist is not just about walking in the office, hey, tell me what's wrong with you, and then you'll get a prescription or a script written out. See you next time. It's no. Very detailed. And you're going to be with your acupuncturist for an extended amount of time with regard to every visit. Okay? But there are certain daily habits we engage in that plays a part in increasing your risk, like I said. And the first one is a sedentary lifestyle. Okay. Living a sedentary lifestyle is a huge red flag. And when I say sedentary, it comes in the form of too much sitting or lying down or not getting enough exercise or even just moving around. That's what I mean. And I speak of physical activity a lot because physical activity outside of acupuncture is great for reinforcing the smooth flow of qi and blood throughout the body. And this can include walking, running, biking, gardening, and more. Because physical activity, again, when we're talking smooth flow of chi and blood, it keeps your blood vessels clog free to an extent. It sort of plays a part in preventing the buildup of plaque in your arteries. So you want to get at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise in at least 5 times a week, 5 days a week rather. And many individuals take this for granted because, they'll go to work and come home, I'm tired. I just want to sit down or lie down and relax. And going to work just requires that they sit and work from a desk. And the only movement is travel to and from work, travel to and from the bathroom, and maybe grab something to eat. That's not enough. Okay. Another is getting your blood pressure checked regularly. All right? Because, that annual checkup with a doctor along with regular wellness visits to an acupuncturist throughout the years is extremely important. An elevated blood pressure, your acupuncturist will pick it up, as well as your doctor. Because elevated blood pressure over an extended period of time can lead to problems. Because high blood pressure is the biggest modifiable stroke risk factor. Okay? You can reduce your risk of stroke by up to 60%. You get your blood pressure down, and this comes with seeing an acupuncturist. So try not to skip annual checkups with your physician, as well as regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist, because health is wealth. The wealth isn't in your wallet, your purse, or your pocket. And the wealth is not in the bank or a cryptocurrency account, retirement account. The wealth is not in your closet. It's not under your mattress, nor is it under the doghouse in the backyard. The wealth is in you. Being in good health is where the wealth is. Remember that. But along with remembering that, smoking can increase your chances of stroke. It increases the risk of stroke and heart disease. And I've had a few people say to me, well, I vape, I don't smoke cigarettes. That's even worse. Realize that. Understand that. That's even worse. And I'm not just talking about smoking regular cigarettes, marijuana as well. And I know plenty of you listening to me right now is upset with the fact that I said that. Smoking of any sort can cause a person's blood vessels to become narrowed over a period of time, ultimately leading to blockages in blood flow to part of the brain. Now here you have chi stagnation, blood stasis. Now you have problems. Now you have problems. Another is drinking too much alcohol. I say drink no alcohol. It's either herbal teas and water. No, not either, but it's water and herbal tea. Alcohol plays heavily into, it's linked to certain kinds of cancers, liver disease, and stroke. Okay, because there's a strong correlation. There's a strong association between excessive alcohol use and heart disease, as well as stroke risk. And I know there are many of you that aren't aware of that, and I'm making you aware of that. And this is why you listen to Acupuncture is My Life podcast. And some would even ask me, well, Doc, what if I have one drink a day? No, you should have 0 drinks per day. None. You know what? If you're lifting something heavy right now, do me a favor and just rest it down. If you're crossing the street, I need you to hurry up and safely get across the street. And if you're flying or operating any type of vehicle, pull it over to the side of the road or land it at your nearest airport. Because I need you to do one thing. I need you to close your eyes right now. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. It's important that you make acupuncture a part of your life. And it's also important that you don't ignore a proper diet as well. Because a proper diet is important for managing stroke risk. Because you want to moderate foods that are full of saturated fats, sugars, salt, and so forth. Increase your intake of fruits and vegetables. These things are all important. Because as more and more individuals grow increasingly concerned about the risk of stroke with pertaining to their overall health, it's important you start by knowing the basics. And you start by making acupuncture a part of your life, okay? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?